all familiar with this scenario. You have a long and a rough day. You're tired. You go home and you head straight for that junk food, the sweets, or maybe both, right? Healthy living expert Erica Ballard is back with us this morning, and she has some tips on how that we can use to stop ourselves from stress eating. Erica, first of all, what causes this to happen? Can you briefly explain that without getting too complicated?
Sure. So when you're stressed out, your body thinks that you're running or fighting a bear. And so it calls for quick energy, i.e. glucose or sugar. And so you want to actually take it in, right? Because it's preparing you to actually fight or run from it. But the problem is we're usually mad at a boss's email or a Corolla that cut us off. And so that's what's happening and causing this stress to pump through us and making us want to eat.
The brain, such a powerful thing, and you're talking about that reaction, but how can we change that or condition our brain to not go to that?
Sure. People hate this answer, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways. You need to take a few deep breaths or meditate. So breathing in for a count of 4, holding at the top, breathing out for a count of 4, and repeating that cycle a few times to actually grow the part of your brain that manages the response to potential triggers.
How long are we talking for a meditation like that?
For just 2 to 3 minutes. 5 is ideal, but if you can do that, throughout the week, I think you're in a pretty good spot.
That's what I was going to ask you. Not just when you get home and are stressed. This should be maybe something you can include in your weekly work routine.
Absolutely. I love to do it in the morning when things haven't really, started to go. So if you can find just a couple minutes while you're drinking your coffee, just to take a few deep breaths. We don't have to sit yoga style, hands up and all white. Just take a few deep breaths.
So if we do that and then eliminate any temptation, is that the solution?
It is. It really is, because we put things in our pantry that make us do things we don't want to do. And so pull them out and you'll be in a really good spot. And also at work, right, when we have those temptations there, let's also throw out the donuts, let's throw out the bagels, because they're there to stress eat. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
You're also telling us that we shouldn't use kids as a scapegoat, right? I mean, this was really funny what you were talking about.
Well, so here's the thing is we say that those things are in our pantry for our kids or our husband or our spouse, but the reality is they're usually there for you. So let's just get super honest about it and remove the temptation so you don't do something you don't want to do, or so that you don't feel bad about yourself, really.
Remove the temptation. You're also saying meditation to train our brain and condition it. What else?
So the other thing you can do when you actually get stressed out, because it will happen, is just to go for a walk. So at the beginning when I said, hey, your body is preparing essentially to run or fight from a bear, it's asking for movement. So if you get out, lean into your biology, and actually just walk, you're going to reduce your stress naturally, and so then you're going to reduce your urge to actually stress eat.
How long of a walk?
So I say if you can, 5 minutes. So I work it's pretty short. So I work with a lot of employees through my corporate wellness company, the B Method, and what we find often is that people feel like they can't get away, but we're asking for 5 minutes.
Wow.
And just turn off your phone, or if you can't do that, put it on Do Not Disturb, put it in your pocket, go for a 5-minute walk. If you can do 10, I love ya, but if not, it's okay, and then you will really reduce your stress so that you don't have that temptation then to go back to those donuts and the bagels that always sit in the
carton
break room.
of ice cream, yes, the bag of potato chips, guilty. Erica, thank you so much. I'm taking mental notes, and we'll be revisiting this interview over and over again. I'm sure I'll be stressed soon again.